Start. Right, let's start. Let's continue a little bit with our trapezium rules. Here are some extra bits information which I didn't give in the lecture last time. Okay, if you read this question, number 10, they give you this equation and they ask you to integrate it by method of integration. Another one is by using trapezium rule with 5 strips. This one normal integration. But the problem comes with this part. Calculate the errors between these two methods. Basically it's saying A minus B or B minus A. You want to see how much the difference of these two methods. It's going to be very small. Right? Next question is this one. I got a lot from students asking me, okay, you want to use trapezium rule. Let me remind you again, 5 ordinates means what? 4 strips. 4 strips. Very good. How do we calculate this one? I mean, if you try to put the value. So, which one is the correct one? I mean, sine of x, is it sine x to the power of 4? Or is it, you can bring the 4 in front? Or is it simply sine x to the power of 4? First, second, or third? Which one do you think? The third one. So if you try to put the value, just put in like sine 0, press equal, and then only power 4. Understand? Okay, for this one, if you look question number 14, it says here, integrate this one, evaluate this one by trapezium rule, and all of a sudden it said 4 sub-intervals, not ordinate, not strips. Which one do you think it is? Ordinate or strips? It's 4 strips. Okay, it's another word for strips in short. Right? Then if you manage to answer this by using trapezium method, the second part they say, hence evaluate this one here. How? They didn't tell you with how many trapezium strips. You should use the same. What's the difference between the first equation and the second equation? What's the difference? There's a square root here. So how should we do? Should we use trapezium method as well? Should we use integration method as well? If you use trapezium method with 4 strips, let's say you use that, you're going to get 0 marks, regardless if your answer is right or wrong. Why? The word hence over there. Hence means you must use the first part answer for you to be able to answer the second part. If you start all over again by trapezium, you get zeros. Okay, so what do we know about square root? What can I do with the square root and log? It's also equals to, I can also set this thing here as power 1 over 2, and what can you do with this? You can bring it in front. You agree with that? So you're going to be able to get yourself 1 over 2 with whatever answers you got here. Whatever answer you got here, put it here. Understand? Answer from the first part, half of it, then that's how you get the answers with full marks. Okay? Be careful with the word hence. Okay, this one here is a bit tricky. Firstly, they ask you to prove tangent x, set x. You want to get this part, and suddenly the next part they want you to evaluate it again by using trapezium rule. So, how do we show this part? Any good suggestion? How do we prove this? Trapezium rule? No. Trapezium rule is the second part. It means this part is by using the normal integration. You okay? This one you have to use normal integration. And then of course the same thing comes next. Sir, what do we integrate tangent x sec x? How do we integrate tangent x sec x? Some people go back to the original form and so on. Well, you don't have to go that far. You just need to remember what trigger when we differentiate tangent x and x, I can also rewrite it x, sec x, tangent x. Okay? It's the same thing. Now, what trigger if I differentiate and got myself sec x and tangent x? Quickly, forgot. Same one, data delete, cannot recover. Well, there's a running joke among lecturers that we once asked among ourselves. There's a lecturer who asked, hey, if we differentiate sec x, what do we got? Another lecturer's answer, if you differentiate sec x, you actually got setan. 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 Fun jokes. So that's how you don't forget about it. Okay, so in other words, if I differentiate sec x, I got sec x and tangent x. If I were to integrate this part, I got the same sec x back. So this one, integrate, you got yourself sec x, then you transfer the 0 and negative 4. Negative pi over 4. Understand? That's how you prove. Okay, pause. To use trapezoidal rule for us to calculate this shaded area here. But they ask you something interesting. Width of 0.4, what does it mean? What does width 0.4 means? It means this is the h. So where does this width come from? Well, you need to remember where did we use the h. The distance from one ordinate to another ordinate. So 0.0 plus 0.4, 0.4, 0.8, 1.2, 1.6. So if you can see over here, this distance is 0.4, this distance is 0.4, and so on. So this is the width. This is also the same as h. Are you okay with that? Okay, so it means here how many strips? One, two, three, 4, 5 strips. Okay, but still, is it still necessary for us to find the strips? Well, you use the strips if you want to find the x max range minus the x min range over strips, right? Which then give you h. But then again, you already got h. So it's not really a method for you to find this one. So you can straight away put into the formula of integrate y 2 minus sine x, integrate of 2 minus x sine x is equals to the h over 2 y first plus y last plus times 2 of y in between. So you can straight away start from here, go to the second part of the formula. You don't need to use this part anymore. Because technically, we already know the value of h over here. You guys okay? Alright, so try and solve all these questions. Wish you all the best. Okay? Please comment, share, like, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.